The latest ranking of 2026 most popular costume drama heartthrobs is finally here. Some familiar faces are still going strong. Yang and Ren Jialun once again made the list, proving they're still among the biggest names in costume dramas. There are a few new faces this year too. Cheng Lei appeared in 2 costume dramas, but only managed to land at number 6. Meanwhile, Zhang Linghe's rise has been incredible. Back in 2023, he was ranked number 10. Fast forward to 2026, and he's completely transformed his standing in the industry. And when you're done watching, let me know your personal top 3 in the comments. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026, number 9, Dong Jun.
等我学会了生意经，我一定帮你把骆家墨轩开遍天下。必要让他在最疯狂的时候变得一无所有。我一后生，出银100两，添个彩。
Even with Yang as his co-star, Dong Jun didn't manage to gain as much attention as many people expected this year. For a lot of viewers, he's still best known for modern dramas, especially Fake It Till You Make It. His role as Su Zichuan made a strong impression. He played the confident corporate elite so naturally that audiences couldn't decide whether he was charming or a walking red flag. That's why the air felt like such a different side of him. This time, he plays Luo Wenqian, a man whose life falls apart almost as soon as the story begins. He loses his family, gets caught in battles far bigger than himself, and even when he finally obtains evidence against the villains, it still isn't enough. Corrupt officials and powerful businessmen keep stacking the odds against him. At one point, he's even wrongfully imprisoned and sent into exile. What I liked about the character is that he doesn't feel like an untouchable hero. He feels like an ordinary person trying to survive in a system that's designed to crush people like him. The performance itself was solid. The bigger issue was that audiences never fully bought into the romance. Compared to some of the other couples this year, the chemistry between Dong Jun and Yang simply didn't generate much discussion online. And when popularity rankings are driven by fan buzz, that's usually hard to overcome. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026, number 8, Chen Fei Yu.
这世上就没有什么药还能扛得住我。
Most people know Chen Fei Yu has had advantages that many young actors don't. But to be fair, he's also put in a lot of work over the past few years. Last year, he gained plenty of attention with his role as Sima Jiao in When Destiny Brings the Demon. In fact, his posture and screen presence in costume dramas became a hot topic among fans almost overnight. This year, he took on the role of Duan Su in Love Beyond the Grave. At first glance, he looks exactly like the young general you'd expect from a historical romance. Confident, energetic, and full of charisma. The reality is much darker, though. Duan Su is actually a trained assassin known as Agent 17, someone who spent his entire life being controlled by others. After meeting the female lead, he gradually becomes willing to risk everything for love, even if it means gambling with his own life. The problem is that the drama itself never fully came together. Chen Fei Yu's acting has always been a point of debate among viewers, and this role didn't completely change that conversation. His pairing with Dilraba also divided audiences, with some viewers feeling the chemistry never quite clicked. Add in a story that lost momentum later on, and there simply wasn't much for him to stand out with this time. It's a bit disappointing, but Chen Fei Yu is still young, and there's always the next drama. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026, number 7, C.I. Shaw.
该冒的风险他得冒，该做的牺牲得舍得。那就去死吧，不管付出什么代价。
C.I. Shaw first caught people's attention on the big screen. His portrayal of Yang Jian in Creation of the Gods left a lasting impression on many viewers, and plenty of fans still consider it his breakout role. Then came The Shadow's Edge, where he took on 3 different roles in the same film. Even sharing scenes with some of China's most respected veteran actors, he more than held his own. The film went on to become one of the highest-rated Chinese action crime movies of the past decade, and C.I. Shaw's performance earned plenty of praise along the way. What surprised a lot of people this year was seeing him jump into a costume romance. In a splendid match, he plays Chen Yenyun, a character who feels equally convincing as a strategist and a warrior. One moment he's commanding authority with a single look, and the next he's showing a much softer side around the woman he loves. It's easy to see why so many viewers fell for this type of character. That said, not everyone loved the styling. quite a few viewers felt the costume and makeup didn't do him any favors. It's a sharp contrast from The Shadow's Edge, where many fans couldn't stop talking about how good he looked on screen. This time around, some thought he appeared older and more tired than expected. Still, between his growing popularity and another memorable performance, CI Sha lands at number 7 on this year's list. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026, number 6, Cheng Lei.
你在那一瞬间征求了我，我却在下一秒就制定了欺骗你的方针。
A few years ago, Cheng Lei became an overnight sensation thanks to My Journey to You. Even though he wasn't the male lead, his portrayal of Gong Xiangjue stole a huge amount of attention. The elegance, the mystery, the quiet confidence. He had the kind of screen presence that was hard to ignore. The problem is that none of his costume dramas since then have managed to recreate that same level of buzz. Going into 2026, a lot of people thought the first Jasmine might finally change that. Cheng Lei plays Mo Xiuyao, a man who spends much of the story hiding behind a calm and seemingly fragile exterior. He's confined to a wheelchair, keeps his true abilities hidden, and is always thinking several steps ahead of everyone else. On paper, it sounds like the perfect role for him. Unfortunately, the drama never really took off the way many fans hoped. Between the mixed reaction to the script and the constant attention surrounding other off-screen discussions, Cheng Lei once again found himself getting overshadowed. That's why I think How Dare You is actually the better example of what he can do as an actor. His character, Xiahou Dan, comes from a much lighter and more comedic story, but Cheng Lei still managed to make him interesting. Beneath all the jokes, you could feel the conflict of someone carrying a modern mindset while trapped inside the body and responsibilities of an emperor. At this point, I don't think the issue is his acting. I think he's still waiting for the right drama to put everything together. Because whenever Cheng Lei gets a role that actually fits him, he usually delivers. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026, number 5, Zhou Yi Ran.
我就是我自己。
When people talk about Zhou Yi Ran, most still think of When I Fly Towards You. That drama turned him into one of the most recognizable young faces in Chinese romance dramas. With his clean-cut look and effortless charm, he basically became the blueprint for the perfect school crush character. His 2026 started a little quieter, though. In Generation to Generation, he played Mu Qingyan, the young leader of a demonic sect. The role had potential, but it never really sparked much discussion online. Then came Ashes to Crown. This time, he played Xia Yanlai, a character who starts out as the abandoned son of the Xia family and eventually rises to become one of the kingdom's most powerful generals. It's the kind of underdog story audiences usually love, and Zhou Yi Ran made the journey easy to root for. What surprised me most was how quickly viewers changed their minds about the character's look. Before the drama aired, plenty of people complained about Xia Yanlai wearing an earring in a historical drama. A lot of viewers thought it looked completely out of place. But once the story explained the reason behind it, that criticism almost disappeared. The earring was tied to his childhood experiences and became part of the character's identity rather than just a styling choice. And honestly, once the action scenes kicked in, most people stopped talking about the earring anyway. A capable fighter, a strong character arc, and plenty of heroic moments. That's usually a pretty reliable way to win over viewers, and it worked once again for Zhou Yi Ran. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026, number 4, Wang Xingyue.
我不怕麻烦，因为星星之间是相互牵引的。圣上早定下了规矩，关心者不可沾，不可断。我夺来夺往惯了，不惜与人同行。
Wang Xingyue has quietly built up a pretty impressive costume drama resume over the past couple of years. You had the gentle and refined Zhang Zhen's story of Cunning Palace. Then there was the cold and intimidating Xiao Heng in the double. One was all brains and restraint. The other felt dangerous every time he walked into a scene. They couldn't have been more different, which is probably why so many viewers started paying attention to him. This year, he showed up in Unveil, Jade Wind with yet another completely different role. At first glance, his character looks like a frail scholar, the kind of guy you'd expect to get blown over by a strong wind. But underneath that calm exterior is someone who solves mysteries through astronomy, strategy, and pure logic. Watching him piece together clues while studying star charts gave the character a unique charm that stood out from the usual swordsmen and generals we see in costume dramas. The only problem is that the story never really belonged to him. His character spends most of the drama revolving around the female lead. Ever since saving her when they were young, nearly every major decision in his life ends up connected to her. He even sacrifices his own future trying to stop her from going too far down a dangerous path. So, while Wang Xingyue delivered another solid performance, most of the attention naturally went to Bai Lu and her storyline. That said, I still think he's one good leading role away from a much bigger breakout. Give him a drama where the story is built around his character, and I wouldn't be surprised if his popularity jumps to a whole new level. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026. Number 3. Ren Jialun.
我还有了爱人、朋友、家人，我几乎过上了普通人的安稳人生。我是来杀你的。
At this point, Ren Jialun is basically a permanent fixture on lists like this. When people think of costume romance dramas, he's one of the first names that comes to mind. Whether it's Zhou Shengchen in One and Only or Jiu Xuanya in the Demon Hunter's Romance, he spent years building a reputation as one of the most reliable leading men in the genre. That reputation is probably a big reason he's still sitting in the top 3 this year. Because if we're being honest, 2026 wasn't exactly his strongest year. A lot of viewers felt Fate Chooses You never lived up to its potential. The story ended up taking most of the criticism, and that definitely affected the drama's overall reception. The funny thing is, Lu Qianxiao was actually a pretty interesting character. He's the young leader of the War Ghost clan, cursed with the 5 deficiencies and burdened by 2 centuries of suffering. Everything about him feels tragic. He's lonely, exhausted, and trapped by a fate he can never seem to escape. And that's exactly the kind of role Ren Jialun tends to excel at. He doesn't rely on big emotional outbursts. Most of the time, he's doing the work through his eyes, his expressions, and the smallest changes in body language. Even when the script doesn't fully deliver, he usually finds a way to make the character feel real. That's why, despite the mixed reactions to Fate Chooses You, plenty of viewers still walked away talking about Lu Qianxiao. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026. Number 2. Yang Yang.
他日掌权在手，展昭有几会爱民如此？当杀戮太多，分不清举荐到底是为了公道正义。
I'm still not over Yang Yang's performance as Han Li in The Immortal Ascension. Ever since that drama, it feels like he's found his lane in costume dramas and hasn't looked back. This year, he returned as the legendary swordsman Zhang Zhao in Zhang Zhao Adventures, and the fight scenes alone were enough to get people talking. Thanks to his dance training background, his movements look incredibly clean on screen. Some of the long takes even brought back the feel of classic wuxia dramas, which is something fans have been asking for more of. Honestly, Yang Yang and wuxia just makes sense. Give him a sword, a red robe, and that signature high ponytail, and he looks like he walked straight out of a martial arts novel. More importantly, he actually delivers in the action scenes. In an era when many costume dramas rely heavily on visual effects, Yang Yang is one of the few actors whose physical performance can carry an entire sequence by itself. So, why isn't he number 1? Because this year's winner wasn't just popular. For a lot of viewers, he became the defining costume drama heartthrob of 2026. And that's a tough title for anyone to beat. Most popular costume drama heartthrobs of the first half of 2026. Number 1. Zhang Linghe. If there was one actor who completely dominated the costume drama conversation this year, it was Zhang Linghe. And the craziest part? A huge amount of that momentum came from just one drama. Before Pursuit of Jade, Zhang Linghe already had plenty of memorable roles. There was Xie Wei in Story of Cunning Palace. There was Pei Wenxuan in The Princess Royal. Both characters helped build his popularity over the past few years. Then Pursuit of Jade happened. His character, Xie Zheng, feels like he was designed in a lab to become a fan favorite. On the battlefield, he's fearless, decisive, and larger than life. The moment he picks up a weapon, he looks like someone who could win a war on his own. Then the female lead shows up, and suddenly, he's a completely different person. The tough military commander disappears, and out comes a softer, more playful side that spends half its time trying to get attention from the woman he loves. That contrast ended up becoming one of the biggest talking points of the entire drama. And let's be honest, it worked. Fans couldn't stop talking about him. Clips from the drama were everywhere. Discussions about the character seemed impossible to avoid for months. The funniest part is that some fans even started joking about finding real-life men who looked like Zhang Linghe just to experience a tiny piece of that Xiezheng fantasy for themselves. Whether you agree with the ranking or not, it's hard to argue with the impact. For the first half of 2026, Zhang Linghe was the face of costume dramas. Alright, that's the ranking of everyone's favorite costume drama heartthrobs from the first half of 2026. As for me, I honestly can't choose just one. I like every single guy on this list. Now it's your turn. Pick 3 of them and let them keep you company tonight. I'm curious to see who makes your top 3, so drop your choices in the comments below.